This week in the spotlight, Jose Quintana pitching on the south side. Oh yeah, some good stuff. And then we talked to Frank Thomas. He was injured at the time, but you could tell he was going to be a network-type broadcaster. You knew he was going to be in the Hall of Fame. You knew all that stuff. John Cangelosi. He was a very fine center fielder and speedster in his day. And we finish up with some 93 Bulls. Michael. We're saddened by the passing of Scott Sanderson. He pitched for the Sox, Cubs, and many more. From wherever Chicago's sports teams are making news, it's the Perfect Pitch Auto Repair Sports Spotlight. Flowers for every imaginable occasion at Lansing Floral Shop. Call them at 708-474-1212. They deliver. You've got to get to Gilhooly's. They're on 103rd Street, just a block off Pulaski on the St. Xavier campus. I'll be there Friday, April 26th at 8 p.m. Music, movies, TV, sports, and requests. My old neighbors will be there, and you could be there. You've got to get to the Sock. Live Benkowski Trivia, alternate Thursdays, 8 p.m., 93rd and Roberts Road. With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. You've got to get to Dr. Sherman Clay, chiropractor. Gentle adjusting. Most insurance accepted. Massage therapy, too. Walk-ins are welcome. Call 773-324-4325. That's HEAL. Dr. Sherman Clay. You've got to get to the Wise Owl at Van Buren and Racine. Pizzas, pork sliders, Cuban sandwiches, carrot soup, elote, burgers, tacos, salads, and more. Great cocktails and great bartenders. A tremendous array at the Wise Owl, Van Buren and Racine. See you there. You've got to get to Renata's Beauty Salon like I do. Men, women, and kids cuts. Open 6 days a week. Walk-ins are welcome. They're located at 12558 Southwestern Avenue in Blue Island, just 6 blocks south of Chicago. They are really efficient, an amazing place, and I'm really, really pleasantly surprised with my first cut. I'm looking forward to more. Renata's Beauty Salon, 125th and Western. We're back on the spotlight talking White Sox baseball. And Danny Rios will be translating our talk with Jose. And first question, Jose, I want to find out how you feel at the major leagues, and if you're surprised at how fast it's gone and how much you've done already.
¿Cómo te sientes estar aquí en las grandes ligas y cómo te sientes ya que tan rápido ya se está yendo la temporada?
Me siento muy contento de tener una oportunidad de estar aquí en las grandes ligas. Para mí es una gran oportunidad que me están dando y pues gracias a Dios estoy haciendo las cosas bien y espero seguir trabajando duro para que las cosas sigan bien.
He's honored to be here in the major leagues, and he was very thankful that he got the call to come here.
Tell us where you lived when you were 5 years old, 10 years old, and who you looked up to, what major leaguers that you wanted to copy.
¿Dónde estabas viviendo cuando tenías 5 o 10 años y a quién admirabas cuando estabas... ¿A quién admirabas a las grandes ligas?
Bueno, empecé a jugar béisbol desde los 10 años y siempre he admirado a Andy Pettit y pitcher zurdos en CC Sabathia, muchos de los zurdos que me gustaba cómo lanzaban.
I heard the Andy Pettit and the Sabathia, but you can tell me the rest.
Right, he admired them, Andy Pettit and CC Sabathia. He's amazed with the left-hander pitchers.
Tell us what pitches you throw, and on 2 strikes, what you like to throw.
¿Qué lanzamientos te gusta tirar y cuando hay dos strikes, qué te gusta tirar? en esas?
Bueno, me gusta tirar todos mis lanzamientos, depende de la situación que tenga en 2 strikes para usar el lanzamiento, depende cómo haya llegado a 2 strikes con ese bateador. Y pues no, confío en todos mis lanzamientos, me gusta tirar mucho mi recta y mi curva.
He likes to throw the fastball and the curveball, but as far as like 2 strikes, he likes to throw any kind of pitches, but it all depends on the hitter.
Okay. When John Danks is healthy again and comes back, would you be happy going to the bullpen, or would you rather see more innings in the minors?
Cuando Danks regresa, what was the question again? I'm sorry.
Would you be happy going to the bullpen, or would you rather pitch more innings in the minors?
¿Querías regresar a los menores o...?
Estaría feliz de ir al bullpen. Bueno, yo creo que están aquí en Grandes Ligas, yo estaría feliz de ir al bullpen. La oportunidad es estar aquí en Grandes Ligas, pues lo que el manager y sus coaches decidan, pues yo voy a estar contento con eso. De todas maneras, lo único que yo quiero es la oportunidad y seguir haciendo mi trabajo.
He'll rather be in the bullpen, but it all depends on the managers, see what they want to do. But if Danks comes back, he'll rather be in the bullpen.
What has been his biggest surprise in the major leagues, in the majors or with the White Sox?
¿Cuáles fueron las grandes sorpresas que tienes aquí en las Grandes Ligas?
¿La grande sorpresa? Bueno, para mí fue una felicidad cuando me llamaron, fue una sorpresa para mí. Y pues los muchachos como me han tratado, pues siempre he estado contento con eso y pues me ha sorprendido bastante.
He just got excited and surprised when he got the call here with the White Sox, and everybody here with the players are treating him well.
Which opposing batter that he got out, maybe with men on base, give him a good feeling that he belonged in the major leagues?
¿Cuál bateador te sorprendió que lo agarraste parado, que fue uno de los dijiste que sí debo de estar aquí en las Grandes Ligas?
Bueno, cuando enfrenté a Johnny Damon, pues tú sabes, un tipo de recorrido y pues pude sacarlo out en varias ocasiones y me sentí que podía hacerlo aquí y que podía seguir adelante.
Johnny Damon was the main guy. Johnny Damon, as soon as he struck him out, he was like, okay, I do belong here.
Yeah, that was very good. What makes you think this team can be a first-place team and be in the playoffs?
What was that? I'm sorry?
What makes... Oh, he's going to answer. Go ahead.
Pues bueno, yo siento que el equipo está unido ahora mismo, que podemos llegar a los playoffs y pues yo creo que es trabajar día a día y seguir adelante solamente.
The team is very united, and he feels like if we keep on going, we'll go to the playoffs and go on to the rest.
Okay, we wish you buena suerte for todos el año and play in the playoffs.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. And we'll be back with more on the Spotlight after these important messages. Don't go away. You've got to get to Lansing Floral Shop. Open at 8 a.m. daily. Besides a great array of live flowers, they have custom silks, Bridgewater candles. They want you to plan your parties early at a wide delivery area. They're located at 3420 Ridge Road in Lansing, or you can call 708-474-1212. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and guys, try the No Reason flower. Believe me, it works. Lansing Floral Shop. Give them a call, 708-474-1212. Kim G. Sherman, psychotherapist, Desplaines Wellness Center. Therapy for individuals, couples, families. Call 847-962-4849. I've known Kim for over 20 years. She is a true professional, and she will help you. Give her a call. Family Dentist, Lawrence Furlan, DDS, 109th and Kedzie, crowns, veneers, cleanings, improving your smile. They do a great job. Call 773-233-7044. Excellent work, impeccable. Call the Family Dentist, 773-233-7044. They did a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. You've got to get to Shelton Fireworks, the world's largest warehouse, off Interstate 94, exit 22B in Porter, Indiana. Row after row of the best fireworks anywhere, from the little ones to the grand finales that'll end your show. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, in addition to the 4th of July, just get over there to Shelton Fireworks now. Then you can reload by the time summer comes. Shelton Fireworks, I-94, exit 22B in Portage. Welcome to another edition of the Spotlight. We're going to start off this week with, of course, a baseball discussion. And the number one missing guy in Chicago, despite all the injuries the Cubs have had and the White Sox have had, the most missed guy, and he will be that until 05, is Frank Thomas. His dynamic presence in the lineup and his intense on-base percentage, number one in the American League when he left, is the catalyst of the White Sox lineup. We talked to him about his broken, I think it's called navicular. He'll explain it in great depth. He sounds like a doctor now, unfortunately.
No, I don't have no worries for that. No, not so far. You know, I'm counting my chickens because this has been tough. You know, it's one of these injuries that you just have to wait. And like the doctor said, it's just like a car wreck. You break a bone, you just gotta wait for the deal.
Would you call Michael Jordan and ask him for, you know?
Actually, I've been trying to find him, you know, and tell him what's going on.
Yeah.
And
he might have some advice for you.
Yeah, he might have some advice. You know, because we know what he did after he came back. So, you know, he put on an aerial show for many years. So that's all I got to worry about. I'll be fine.
Come back and play basketball.
Exactly. You know,
back and play basketball.
It's a very common injury in basketball because it's like guys with violent dunks, you know, coming really putting pressure down, falling on an ankle bone. So.
When you heard it while making a play,
at first,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
At first, routine play, but I felt the ankle turn. I thought it was just like a sprained ankle, and it's one of those things that I just kept. And you know, we were winning, so I didn't care about it. But now it's one of these situations that I wish I had addressed it a long time ago.
Were you surprised that when you went back and got reevaluated that nothing was better?
I thought bone would heal, but it's in the worst area. There's no blood supply in that bone. It's that one bone that there's no blood back there, and this is tough one to heal.
Is it hard to watch the team?
Very hard. You know, the guys, they play well for a little while, and just hit one little bad stretch, and boom. You know, winning's contagious, losing is contagious. You know, with the type of talent in his locker room, he's going to bounce back. Got a month and a half to go. I'm not concerned. The pitching staff is so solid now. These guys get on a hot streak. It's going to take all the pressure off the hitting.
You and Max at the same time?
That's what's tough. You know, and that was my whole idea before I got hurt. You know, I said I'm going to try to suck it up until Max got back. And, you know, it was great when he got back because he kept going. But once he went down, it's tough to take a 3 and 4 hole hitter out of the lineup, you know, for the season.
When you're in the batter's box, when you were in the batter's box, could you feel it on every pitch?
Oh, yeah. You know, it was tough getting to the front side like I get to the front side. But, you know, I did what I had to do. You know, there's no real regrets right now. Just, it's very frustrating. I wish I had addressed it a lot earlier.
How long did you play on?
Almost 20-some games. Yeah. It was difficult.
Accidentally might have made it
I was
worse.
playing every day, you know, but we were winning. We were in first. Like I said, Ozzie was making it great in here. It was fun to come to the ballpark every day. You know, and I just really thought it was a severely sprained ankle, but it didn't go anywhere.
Did you feel more pain as the time went on, or
Oh, yeah.
was it always the
It
same?
got worse.
Oh, it did. Okay.
So probably it started as a small stretch fraction. I probably played it into a real major fraction.
You're just going back to Vegas.
Probably in the next few days, because I can't stay here because of where I live. It's just all stairs, and it's very difficult to get up and down the stairs.
Is this the first time you've been on crutches?
In a while.
Yeah.
I've been on them before, but this is the first time for a long period of time.
Kind of tough, huh?
Yeah, I could probably be on them until December now, so this is no fun.
Wow. Need a golf cart.
Well, or electric scooter one or something.
Yeah. I know it's something that you don't like to talk about, but a contract, you plan on being back next year?
I'll be back next year. You know, that's where I'm gonna go. You know, I'm injured right now. I just gotta get myself together. You know, and just come back and play.
Ozzie talked about being without Maglio and Frank. What is it like?
It's a test. To me, when we play good, I say because it was me. I think not because we got the players over there. But right now, I try to do the positives I can, and it's a tougher thing when you go home and try to figure out stuff how to get them better. And I think that's why I have the meeting yesterday. I talked to the players because I got to get it out of my chest. You know, we should be better than this. But you know, I could take it the same way because I know it's not going to be easy road. With managing, you know, every team go through slump. Everything is see how maybe it's a test to see how I handle it. I'm fine, and I think the toughest thing for me is try to keep the guys positive. You know, try to bring the best you can every day, and to make him believe it's just the game. You know, you just got to go there and play one day at a time, and play hard. And regardless of what happens, when you go home, make sure you do everything you could to win the game.
With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. Go play at Red Shoes Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski in Alsip, featuring 16 Brunswick Gold Crown pool tables, drop fluorescent lighting fixtures, and the fabulous grade of cloth. Call 708-388-3700. And now video gaming is available at Red Shoes from open till close. And don't forget, the Illinois Lottery too. That's Red Shoe Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski. You've got to get to the Sock Live Bienkowski Trivia, alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. 93rd and Roberts Road. Great game, great people. Check out the Sock. I think you'll be glad you did when you go to my trivia game every other Thursday. 8 p.m., 93rd and Roberts Road. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie does tune-ups, transmission, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes, and emission system repair. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and they've done a great job for me. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie. You've got to get to Papa Joe's new location, 5900 West 111th Street. Italian beef, tetrazzini, great pizza, Parmesan, ravioli, and more. All my classic choices. New location, and they can still deliver into the city. Get to Papa Joe's. We're talking with a man who was the answer to one of my favorite trivia questions. He stole 50 bases for the White Sox in 1986, and he's back to do more running and hitting and throwing. Of course, we're talking with John Cangelosi, who is a veteran with some World Series time under his belt. John, tell us what you're bringing to the table here with a lot of young kids, a little bit how you could teach them, and a little bit about how you're going to contribute in 1999.
Well, obviously I know my role. It's going to be leadership and trying to help the kids out when they got questions or just anything in mind. As far as me on a personal level, my play all 3 outfield positions. I can still run. I can hit from both sides, and I bring an extra leadoff man to the table. So we'll see what happens.
Would you compare any minor league experiences, or would you say the stuff with the Marlins was among your greatest baseball thrills as far as achievement and playing for all the marbles?
Well, first of all, I guess the first thing you set your goal as is to become a major league player, and I accomplished that in '85, and then of course the World Series. So anything in between there is gravy. But there's no words for winning a World Series. I mean, it's just a matter of vivid memories I'm going to have the rest of my life. It was a great opportunity, and I'm glad we accomplished winning the World Series, and I have a ring to prove it, and just something that when my kids get older, I could show them a videotape of the World Series and just being a part of something very special, and hopefully, I know my time's limited, but hopefully I can get another one.
Also tell us a little bit about, you had some pretty quality years in Pittsburgh too, on the long road. What was that like, and what were some of your highlights over there?
Well, my highlights were probably '87, my first year as a utility player, being able to come off the bench and having a productive year. And the minus was, I became labeled as a utility player, but which is good. I got 10 years of service time, and the way I go about my business, I'm proud of my job as far as preparing myself the best way I can as far as being a role player. I'd say another highlighted year for me was '95 with the Houston Astros. Terry Collins gave me the opportunity to play. I got some at-bats, and I showed people that, again, I could play at the big league level more than just a utility. It's just a matter of going out there and having fun, and Terry Collins enabled me to go out there and have fun. I put up some great numbers, and after that I had another good year in '96, and then I got a 2-year deal with the Florida Marlins. So it's just a matter of getting some playing time and feeling comfortable and knowing that you could still play at this level.
it's sort of a war of attrition out there. You know, a lot of people who get to a certain point, 33, 34, they just don't feel like battling anymore. But, you know, you're a testimony to someone who's kept in great shape, you know, and gone about their business in a very professional manner. What advice would you give to kids who maybe are out there playing ball, maybe, you know, have some good natural ability, but they whiff a few times or they make a few errors and they start getting down on themselves?
Well, the way I went about my business, baseball is a game of failure, first of all. It's more mental than physical. As far as when you're an everyday player, you know, it's a lot easier. You know, you go out there, you know, you're going to get your 4 at-bats, or if you're in the starting rotation, you know, you're going to get another start. Just try not to dwell on the negative. I mean, take a negative into a positive. If you have a bad game, look at the videotape, or, you know, tell yourself, you know, hey, what did I do wrong this game, and just don't repeat the mistake. And right there is a way you gain experience, and that's the way I went about my business. You know, I did something wrong, I asked questions so I wouldn't repeat the same mistake. As far as longevity, I mean, you got to love the game. I mean, obviously everybody's in the game for the money, but, you know, money's just an issue. Once you get financially set, you know, guys like myself and a few other guys in the league, you know, that, you know, doing okay with money-wise, they stay in the game because they love the game, you know, and I love the game. They got to kick me out with 2 feet. I love playing. I love the competition. I'm going to miss the competition the most. As far as missing the game, you know, I'm going to stay around the game. I'm going to coach, and, you know, so I'm not going to miss the game. I'm going to miss competing, you know, going out there and battling and trying to prove people wrong as far as, you know, he's a little guy, he can't do much. And that's what I strived on. I strived on proving people wrong because of my size. And it was just, it made it fun to prove people wrong.
As your career progressed, did you think back to the people that you admired as a kid when you were growing up playing baseball, or did you actually think in terms of role players who managed to, you know, stick it out to age 38 or 40, that those become your new heroes?
No, actually, when I was a kid growing up playing sandlot ball, I looked at people that someone had my game. I looked at Pete Rose and Pete Rose only. I mean, here's a guy that's, you know, maybe 5'7", stocky, can't run all that well, and he's the hit leader, you know what I mean? And just the way he went about his game, sliding head first, and, you know, I portrayed that at an early age. I like this.
Thank you, John. And we'll be back with more on the Spotlight after these messages. You've got to get to my newest show, X's and O's, live trivia alternate Fridays at 6 p.m., 7800 West 79th Street. Music, movies, TV, sports, great food, and great drink. See you there. Lenny Q's Barbecue, trivia alternate Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Daily specials, catering too. It's at the Lansing Municipal Airport, 3249 Airport Drive. I'll see you over there. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie is great. Tune-ups, transmissions, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. They do a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. They're quick, and they don't charge an arm and a leg. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair, 108th and Kedzie. Trivia will be at the Sock. Alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. 93rd and Roberts Road. Great food, great drink, great people. Everything great. You've got to get to Renata's Beauty Salon. They cut hair for men, women, and kids, and I'm among them. Open 6 days a week. Walk-ins welcome. Easy to reach at 125th and Western Avenue. Maybe I'll see you there. Reggie's is a great place with tons of music, interesting people and staff, great food and drink at 21st and State. And amongst the cool things they have, Benkowski Trivia. All shows are now Monday at 6 p.m. Reggie's, 21st and State, a fun place. In Cleveland, Mark Price put the Cavs ahead early with the big tray. And yes, the Cavs were off and running, but Bill Cartwright with the comeback, he was very solid throughout. In the second quarter, Cleveland pressure on defense was extreme, and Gerald Wilkins to Brad Daugherty, the beneficiary. But a big push at the end of the first half, the Bulls had cut the lead to 4. Strong defense in the third quarter led the Cavaliers. They also got some help from Gerald Wilkins on the offensive end. In the fourth, Terrell Brandon, very tough from the outside. But Horace Grant would counter it and would tie the game with 4 minutes left, despite the Cavaliers' tremendous upsurgence. BJ with the defensive play that gave the leads to Michael. And of course, the shot known round the world as time expires the second dagger into the heart of Cavaliers fans. Michael would talk about it in depth.
It really instills more confidence in me to take shots when the game is on the line and have some very, very confident feelings.
One more question, guys. You got to get out. First title team?
Excuse me?
Is this team better than the Bulls' first title team?
It's hard to say. We got a different chemistry right now, but I think we're playing as good or even better than what we did the first year.
7-0 surprised you a little bit?
Excuse me?
7-0.
Very surprising, but I'll take it.
Can you describe your feelings in the fourth quarter, the way the Bulls stole momentum and took over in the fourth?
Well, we knew throughout the game it was just a matter of time of us really changing the momentum of the game. We kept losing a few easy balls or missing some easy shots, and it was just that kept us from getting that momentum from them. And once we got over the hump and our defense stepped up and we got an easy basket, I think the one that Michael scored on a three-point play against Doherty that fouled him out really would turn the game around.
Well, does this run suggest that you paced the team properly in the regular season?
Well, I think we came out of the Atlanta series fortunate with a high energy, and sweeping that series gave us the opportunity to have rest. And again, that served our purpose, and we were able to jump early on this team 2-0. And then these games, we won on moxie and poise.
But it would seem that the reins were pulled in maybe in the last month or so in order to have this type of energy surge.
Well, they were ready. This ball club was ready to step up the measure of their energy. When they got Paxson and Bill Cartwright back in April, they were ready to start playing again strong.
Can you comment on Bill's play tonight?
Oh, he was terrific, and Bill's held us in there offensively for a while in the second half, and defensively also.
In the fourth quarter, it seemed that even when you were close, the tide was turning. You could almost see the momentum draining out of them and the confidence rising in you. Is that an accurate representation of how the Bulls felt?
I thought they played real well. At least offensively, they were able to do a lot of things. I remember I saw Williams throwing a left-handed jump hook, and Brandon hit a three-point shot. I remember thinking, turning to Neely going, this can't be our night. These guys are throwing in those kind of shots. But we were able to hang in and weather that. And Michael came back with a big three, and just a lot of good things happened for us offensively. And finally, we were able to stop them defensively.
Before I knew it, the ball was right in front of me. I had a chance to get it, grabbed it, and we were off in a fast break, and eventually got a three-point.
Why did you guys seem to make plays like this when you need it?
I just think it's our composure. We never panic. We've been in situations like this before, and we just knew we had to come up big with a big play, and we didn't know who was going to make it, but we knew on the defensive end we had to get a steal or something, and that was the play that we needed.
BJ, in the story of this series, it will be told that your defensive job on Price was a giant key, even though today you were kind of like the designated man on him. How do you feel about that?
Well, we all did a great job. We just did a great job of being focused on Mark Price. We knew he was a big part of their offense.
You've got to get to Mood's Bar and Grill for my trivia game, alternate Wednesdays. To get to Portage, Indiana, it's exit 19 off I-94, a couple miles south. I will see you at Mood's Bar and Grill. You've been watching the Perfect Pitch Auto Repair Sports Spotlight. Perfect Pitch located at 108th and Kedzie. Take your vehicles there for great repairs. This week's show has been brought to you by the Lansing Floral Shop. Call for your flowers at 708-474-1212. Huck Finn, a great wide-ranging menu, along with donuts and ice cream. Open 24 hours at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Imprint Graphics, leaders in booklet, perfect bound saddle stitch. Very competitive pricing, 708-396-1010.